Hey everybody, it's LeifGaming here. I just wanted to do a quick little introductory video on who I am, um, what games I play, what kind of content you can expect from me, that kind of thing. So, I don't really have a script planned for this, so I'm kind of just going to freeball it. It's probably only going to be like maybe a 5-minute video or so, I don't know. Just something short just so you can get to know me. So my username is Leif, but you can call me Chris if you would like. Um, the name Leif came from a I was making a character a while back on D&D Beyond, and I needed a name. I couldn't come up with anything, so I was kind of just using an auto name generator. And then I happened across the name Leif. I liked it. I kept it in a backlog for a while, and then I decided that when I was going to make my channel, I decided to use that name because I liked it so much. Um, there's no real special meaning behind it other than I just like the way it sounded. I like the way it looked. I feel it's pretty unique. As far as the gaming part goes, that's pretty self-explanatory. I do play games. I've been playing games ever since I was about 2 years old when we had the Super Nintendo. So I did go through the gauntlet of the original Mario games. Eventually, I worked my way up to buy a PlayStation. I've played my first Final Fantasy game, which was Final Fantasy IX, actually. And then after that, I went back because I liked Final Fantasy IX so much that I went back and bought all of the Final Fantasies that I could. Um, so I have played pretty much every single Final Fantasy except for Final Fantasy XI, because at the time that that was out, it was on the PlayStation for me, and I did not have a means to have internet access for that. So, no Final Fantasy XI for me. Um, as for Final Fantasy 14, I did play during 1.0. It was very brief. I was very young at the time. I didn't really know what I was doing, so it kind of didn't have a whole lot of interest for me. And then um, when they did 2.0, which was released in 2013, it was either 2013 or 2012. I was a senior or a junior in high school. So my 11th or 12th year of school. I was very busy. I couldn't play at launch, but I did eventually get to the game. I did play pretty much every bit of content I could with the game, and then life got in the way. And then Heavensward dropped. I did play Heavensward at release. And then life got in the way, which tends to happen with me. Life just gets in the way, but, that's nothing bad. You should always take care of, personal problems, anything like that, above anything else. Take care of yourself before you, start getting into hobbies and stuff. That's my best advice. So, with 14, I played during Heavensward launch. I had to quit. I think I came back, I want to say like the last patch of Heavensward. Played a little bit, and then Stormblood happened. Stormblood didn't really interest me, but I did play for a little while. I did complete the story, and then I kind of just lost interest in the game. Fast forward to Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers, I was incredibly hyped up for this game. All my friends were going to be playing it. So I jumped on that bandwagon pretty hard, and I will say it is still probably one of the best expansions for Final Fantasy XIV, if not the best expansion MMO-wise in general. The story is great. A lot of changes were made to the game that were good. Um, well, then, fast forward to a time that I don't like to talk about, which was during quarantine, during 2020. Well, Endwalker was coming out, and again, I was very hyped for it because I wanted to finish the story. I wanted to know what happens at the end of the whole arc that we've been going through, the whole saga that we've had. I will say I was very pleased with it. I was happy. Um, some parts of it still don't make sense to me, but at the same time, that is what it is with the story. Everybody has a personal thing on what a message means with the story. Some people don't resonate with stories well. As for me, I enjoyed it. And then Dawn Trail, I literally took a week off of work so I could play Dawn Trail during release. Um, and then after that, I've just been playing nonstop. You probably will never see my main character on here unless I'm doing something very specific. You'll always see LeifGaming. Now, as far as other games I do play Fortnite with my wife and my son. Those will mainly be live streams. And then as far as other games, me and my wife do play Pal World. I do enjoy Pal World. Before I get any hate in the comments, I know it's kind of a Pokemon clone, but at the same time it's not. I'm going to go ahead and turn the music volume down just a little bit. About 45 should do. Okay, so yeah, you'll see some Power World content from me probably in the near future. With Power World getting its 1.0 release, I'm kind of excited for that. You might see some real world content. Who knows? Of course, I'm going to try to keep my family's anonymity. I don't want my face shown. I don't want my son's face shown. I do not want my wife's face shown. I would rather it just be, you know, my voice behind the camera. But you never know. I might decide to make that a goal. You know, if we reach 1,000 subscribers, I might show my ugly mug to you all. But who knows? I typically know how this goes with people not showing their face. People want to know who's behind the camera. They want to know who's talking to them all the time. You probably won't see that from me anytime soon, but you never know. Now, as far as gaming-wise, my first game ever was Pokemon. It was Pokemon Blue on the Game Boy Color. I had received it for Christmas. I, at 3 years old, managed to beat that entire game. I still have the copy somewhere, but I have no idea how I managed to actually beat that game as a 3-year-old. But for the most part, I grew up playing Pokemon. I then transitioned to more adult-oriented RPGs, such as Final Fantasy, The Legend of Dragoon. The Legend of Dragoon is my all-time favorite game. So what I want you to do is drop a comment. Tell me what your favorite all-time game is. What game do you always end up going back to as like a guilty pleasure, kind of? Something that you can always come back to, pick it up, play it, enjoy it, and no matter how old it gets, you always absolutely love it. Thanks for your time. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little thing about who I am, what I'm going to be doing on the channel. You'll mainly see RPG content, MMOs, that kind of stuff from me. You'll see some Fortnite with me and my wife and son. You'll see some Pal World with me and my wife, or just me by myself trying certain challenges or anything. But yeah, let me know if there's anything you guys want to see from me, and I will do my best to get that out to you guys. So thank you so much for your time, and I will see you soon. All right, bye guys.